What's up, guys? It's raining right now, so it's a perfect day to do a little bit of rod maintenance. So I'm going to be working on a pole that I got from Gander Mountain before they closed. This is a Gander Mountain brand pole. It's a piece of crap. The rod tip was broke on it whenever I got it, and I bought it for $10 and thought I could repair the rod tip. Well, I did, and then it broke again. So it's short now. It's only about 6 foot long. It was 7 foot whenever I got it. So the end of it broke off, and I replaced it. This is just an eyelet. This isn't actually a rod tip, but you can see that I replaced it with the eyelet. Well, this eyelet still bends, so when I hook a fish and stuff, the eyelet bends. Now to replace this eyelet, I'll show you in a different video whenever I have to replace the eyelet on a rod, but I just took some thread and I threaded it on there, and then I coated it down with super glue. Alright, so the first thing I got to do is get that eyelet off, and we're going to put an actual rod tip on. Alright, so here's the things you're going to need in order to replace the rod tip. You're going to need, of course, your rod. Now, if you're looking at buying a rod, don't buy one of these. Buy a Tsunami rod. That's the best rod you can get for the price. You're going to need some Tsunami aluminum pliers. You're going to need a razor blade. And, of course, you're going to need a rod tip and some super glue. You can use the gel super glue, but I prefer the original super glue. So let's go ahead and get the rod tip off the rod. The one that I made here. Get really close where you guys can see it. I'm just going to take this razor blade and I'm going to cut off all this stuff I put on here. This is the thread I put on here. See, the super glue coating's coming off of there. That's what really keeps it on there well. Now they make this stuff that comes with rod tips a lot of times that people use. It's like a gel that you melt down. I don't like it. It doesn't hold very well. I've had some bad experiences with my rod tip coming back off. I've never had the super glue fail on me though. I'm going to take some sandpaper and get the remains of the super glue off of here. Get it nice and smooth. So a rod tip. We're going to take this super glue, we're going to put on the rod tip here, get a good coat of it on there, all the way around it, get kind of a bead on the end of it, just like so. Then we're also going to take the rod tip and we're going to put some super glue in here. Just need to put like a drop in there. Alright, now we're going to put it on here. Now you want to hold the rod level so that way the super glue doesn't drip down the rod. Alright, now we got it on there. You want to make sure it's straight. Set it down and you can look down the eyelet to make sure it matches up. So look at it from one way, then take it and look at it from the other way. You look through the eyelets, make sure it matches. If it doesn't, you make your little adjustments to make it perfectly straight. All right, now we got it on there straight. We're going to let it dry, and we're going to check back in here in a little while and give it probably about 20 or 30 minutes to dry. And we're going to see how it's holding up. All right, guys, so it's been 2 hours now, and the tip has finally dried. I put a lot of super glue on here, so it took a lot longer to dry than usual. But this super glue will harden and will hold a lot better than that stuff that they give you, the glue they give you with it that melts, that you melt and then put on there. I've used that stuff. I used to use it whenever I replaced rod tips all the time, and I would always have problems with my rod tip bending afterwards or coming off, and I have to redo it. So one day I just said, hey, let's try some super glue. Best thing I ever tried. But if you like this video, please leave some comments down below. Hit the like button. Also, give any comments on anything you want to see, any kind of tutorials, how-tos. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you again soon.
Oh, he got it! He got it!